What's going on, everybody? It's Kanye. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make one of the best stretch fours in NBA 2K23. Now, this isn't going to be a typical stretch that's on the shorter end of things and, kind of play the 3 or the 4. This is going to be a stretch 4 that's 7 feet tall, can run the 4, can switch over to the 5, but is going to be best fit at the 4. I'm ready to show you all this build. I think y'all going to love it, so let's get started. Please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. Again, going to keep bringing build videos and get this back going. So, as I said earlier, we're going to be making a power 4 today, a nice stretch 4, definitely inspired from DIRK Nowitzki. Not a DIRK Nowitzki play like a pro build, but similar functionality in a way. Handedness and jersey number are up to you. Let's take a look at our body settings. So first things first, we're going to take the height up to 7 feet tall. We're going to take the weight all the way down to 216. We're going to take the wingspan down to 7 foot. Now, I understand typically on your, big man builds, you don't want to have a short wingspan. And this is why I said this thing can technically play the center, but I would probably keep it in that power forward realm simply because you don't have the wingspan. It's still a 7 foot wingspan, which is great. But the whole point of this thing is to be able to be a knockdown shooter and kind of shoot over its defenders. And it's going to be great in the post as well. Body shape, we're going to go solid. You can go with whatever you want. So when looking at our attributes, we're going to see here, we're going to go an 85 close shot. This is going to allow us to still finish around the rim. Driving layup's going to go up to 71 because it's going to get us an extra badge. Driving dunk's going to go to 55. This build is not going to be a great dunker. You can definitely alter it to be a better dunker, but that wasn't the goal of this build when I was making it. Standing dunk's going to go to 77, so definitely can still get some standing dunk animations, and our post control is going to go all the way up to 88. This is going to get us our Hall of Fame post scoring badges finishing wise, but also notice with the 88 post control, it's actually at 87 to break it, but the 88 post control is going to get us a silver quick first step rating, which is also very valuable. Also being able to get gold unpluckable, since you're going to be trying to work from the post, it'll help keep you from getting stripped and things like that. So 20 finishing badges, and again, not a dunk off the dribble kind of guy, but definitely going to be able to work out of the post really effectively. Shooting. Mid-range, we're going to take the 84. Now, part of me wanted to make this rating a lot higher, but also I know with the 84 mid-range, you can hit post fades all day long, and it's not going to be that difficult. Not to mention, we're going to be using those attributes elsewhere. And a prime example of that is we're going to take our three-point shot all the way up to 92. So now we have a 7 foot center with gold limitless range, gold dead eye, gold blinders. We have gold agent threes to shoot off the dribble if we want to do that. We also, have Hall of Fame post scoring badges for the shooting. Pretty much every badge is Hall of Fame except for a small handful that are gold. So 92 3 ball is insane, especially for a 7 foot power forward. Free throw, we're going to go 77. And that's going to give us 26 shooting badges, which is a lot, and it's a great number for what we're trying to do with our stretch 4. Playmaking, we're going to go 77 pass accuracy. That 77 is going to get us an extra badge, and not only that, we have gold break starter, which is beneficial, especially if we're going to be rebounding, because we're not going to be one of the guys running out on the breaks looking for fast break dunks. Ball handle and speed with ball are both going to go to 65. The 65 speed with ball lets you put on the dribble style that's going to give you some speed boosting ability, and 65 ball handle. Going up any higher, that doesn't really make a difference, but you're going to see here we got 14 playmaking badges. If you have extra badges to apply, you might put them in this ballpark just so you can maybe get gold unpluckable and needle thread or things like that, but it's not a necessity. Moving on to defense and rebounding, our interior defense is going to go to 78. Our perimeter defense is going to go to 47. Our steal is going to go to 30. Our block will go to 87. And then our offensive rebound will go to 77. And our defensive rebound will go to 77 as well. Looking at this, obviously, rebounding-wise, we aren't the strongest rebounder. Again, this is why I said this thing can play the 5, but it probably needs to stay at the 4. Interior defense is actually really solid. The block is solid, so you're going to be able to help protect the paint. But in terms of grabbing the rebounds, it's going to be a little difficult. Now, you are 7 foot, so that does help you out. But don't look at this thing and think, you're going to play it at the 5 because it's not going to do that great. But as a 4, definitely going to be a good help down there in the paint. That being said, you get put on a guy that's a little bit quicker, a guy that's running like a guard at the 4, you are going to struggle a little bit, but that'll be okay. That's how you run switches and things like that. Looking at our physicals, well, actually, before we look at our physicals, also going to see we got 21 defensive rebounding badges. You can get silver anchor, silver pogo. You also get gold workhorse, and you can get things like bronze glove, bronze pick dodger, bronze interceptor, things like that you can also equip as well. Moving on to the physicals. So our speed's going to be a 67. Our acceleration is going to be a 73. Our strength will be a 55. Our vertical will be a 70. And our stamina will be an 88. So obviously this is not the most athletic build in the world, and I think that's kind of understood with it being a sharpshooting 7-footer. You're not going to have a build that's, you know, running super fast, sprinting up and down the court, you know, doing all this crazy stuff. It's really going to be one of those like score from the post, back to the basket, shoot off, you know, catch and shoot, have a little bit of the shoot off the dribble kind of mindset. And then defensively, it's going to be really focused on playing good, solid defense in the paint. You know, nothing game breaking, but it's going to be solid. That, you know, and that's where I kind of got this idea for DIRK. Solid defender, solid player, a little bit slower, obviously, but an outstanding shooter in any aspect of the game. Post fades, you know, spot up shooting, could shoot off the dribble a little bit. It was just a great scorer. Again, this is not a DIRK play like a pro build, so I'm not saying this is a Dirk Nowitzki build. I'm saying this is where I got the idea from, was Dirk Nowitzki. So you see here as our badge totals, we got 20, 26, 14, and 21. That comes out to be a total of like 81 badges, I believe. So really good badge total here as well, and very balanced for the most part, with a little bit lower on the playmaking side, but that's understandable as a 7-foot power forward. Moving on to our takeovers. The two that I had picked when I went through this, I went with post shot daggers and limitless range. But to kind of show you, you can get the sharps and you can get all the post takeovers, but you can actually get, you know, the paint intimidation, you know, paint defense takeovers as well if you want to add those in. But personally, for what this build's made for, I would go with post shot daggers and limitless range. It's going to allow you to shoot from pretty much anywhere on your side of the court, and you're going to be able to shoot a lot of cool post shots once this takeover is activated. And now that we've finished our takeovers, we're going to look and see what this build is named. If I remember right, it's a pretty common name, but it's also a pretty cool name at the same time. We're getting comparisons to Porzingis, Towns, and Bosch, and we're called a 3-level scorer. There is ways that you can adjust this to be called a 3-level glass cleaner. Obviously, if you extend your wingspan a little bit, you can get that to where you upgrade the rebound and get 3-level glass cleaner. That's what I had before, and that's what I was referring to. But clearly now we are a 3-level scorer. Not the rarest name in the world, but also a very unique 3-level scorer. This isn't your typical. So if y'all want to try this build out, let me know what y'all think. I might be working on it here eventually, and I might post some videos with it. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided, you know, if this is a build I want to invest in yet. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'll be coming back with another one soon. Peace.